a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys hoping for a bounce-back performance after dropping their first game of the season a week ago. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
they'll look to throw here. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's getting.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Love from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
So
line.
he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Here's Love. Open man is Waddle, complete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up close to the 20.
And the Falcons first down. It's a gain of 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 53 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. He made himself available on that one.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And the Falcon first down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
10 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Atlanta.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
An extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain.
Play fake. Here's Love. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Love looking to throw it. Looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. Gets past one man. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Got a man. That's Liggett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
First down.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back to throw again.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Love. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Falcon football. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of...
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
At the 46-yard line, a 7-yard pickup.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
21. Vikings, nothing.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
Oh, able to avoid him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Love now. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Third down and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And boy, he is very close.
to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Well, they need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
And we don't want to Call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So nothing doing there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Results in a 4th
The
down.
Vikings send out their punter
Corey Taylor
as he's
in
on for the 5th
formation.
time here today. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He only has a single solo carry. Numero uno. Second quarter, they need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. 2nd and 9 now. That one complete to Liggett. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Falcon first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. In motion comes the tight end left. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
Vikings, nothing.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is the Commanders running back. A 55-yard touchdown run. The Commanders have won 2 straight since the
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd down and a yard.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Open man, that's Felton.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Love. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, That's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Off the play fake, Love. And this one's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
To the air again, Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. Front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. That one complete to Legette.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Number 5, Drake London. It's a pickup of 6.
On the draw, Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Falcons first down. A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
Back to throw. Into the hands of London. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Falcons.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now a carry here for the fullback. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
19-yard line.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Second and 8.
They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Drake London.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And
Down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and I'm going to tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Vikings 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
The 10-yard line.
They'll run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Looking to put a drive together. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
By Marcus Jones.
Play fake. Here's Love. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Love. He'll get this to Flowers. Left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Here's Love.
2nd and 5.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Love will sneak it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of a yard. And the Vikings.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Love looking to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw now, here's Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 32 yards away. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nice little juke.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action this time with Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.